Hello everyone, welcome to Sinful Gaming. Hope you're all doing well, hope you're all staying safe, and most of all, hope you're all fighting that war against the grey. Today we're going to be finishing up, hopefully painting up these Necrons. We're nearly there. I've got one last dude to do the highlight on the weapon with, and then we've just got a couple of other bits and pieces on the bases, just paint the base colours in on the bases, and then it's just the basing, which we're just going to do a Crackle Paint. And we're done. So hopefully we can smash these out today and get this force finished, because I have a lot of stuff that just came in the mail to paint. Some of you might have seen, we got Parabellum War Games just sent me out a ton of stuff for Conquest to get some stuff painted up for the channel. So that'll be high on the priority list. Plus, I've got an Eldar army I want to get ready for 40k, so we can have a nice mix. And we also had Marvel Crisis Protocol arrive yesterday as well. So, quite a bit on the back burner. Plus, you know, Elder Scrolls stuff, some other stuff there as well. We've got a ton of stuff to get through painting wise, so it'd be good to have this project finished. I haven't finished a new project in a little while, so. But yeah, what has everyone in chat been up to? What are you all hobbying on at the moment? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to drop a like as well. Helps more people come find us while we're live. So drop us a like, say hi. Kazran, hi mate. First time catching a stream. Lovely to have you here. I'm hoping like we can start getting a few more streams this time of the day. It's been nice catching up with some people I know watch the channel and don't normally get to stream, because like Australian time zone streaming at night doesn't really line up for like a bunch of viewers. So we'll be doing this time a little bit more often. But hope you're doing well, mate. And hope you're getting some hobby done. Oh, Bob, hello, mate. Hope you're doing well. Painting up Gorslav. Nice, yeah. That is definitely on my paint desk too, is getting my Soulblight Gravelords from Curse City painted up. Yeah, so we should have a couple of these a week. It'll be like one week and then two the next week, because 1 week it clashes with my daughter's. The kids are asleep. It's nap time. The wife's at work, so I get a little bit of free time of hobby, which is cool. But 1 week it clashes with the daughter's play group. 1 week, the other week it doesn't clash with like her other stuff. So it means I can sit here. So 1 week you'll get Tuesday and Wednesday. The other week you'll just get Tuesday at this time. But it's been fun, like being able to do. These always help me get hobby done. You sort of can't do nothing if you're on stream. You've got people watching. If I just sit there lazing about, people watch me sit here and laze about. So it's sort of like it's a nice kick up the bum. Just give me a sec. But we're trying to get the hobby hangouts happening a lot more on the channel again. The day job got a little bit crazy, so now that that's coming down, I can sort of get back to actually doing some hobby hangouts a lot more regularly, which is nice. And for those watching, look, first of all, don't forget to drop a like if you haven't already. But also, if you are one of the YouTube members, you get the cool little emojis. So you help support the channel, and you get some cool little emojis you can use in chat. You can also comment with them, I think, as well. And you get a cool little badge whenever you comment. Plus, you get your shout out. So for anyone who wants to help support the channel in that way, YouTube members, you get a little. I've organised getting a little something for you from our lovely artist, Lady Witch Fox Art, who should have a ton more artwork coming for the channel for some different games we're going to be trying out. She's got Conquest stuff. She's got some more Warcry, some more Age of Sigmar, some more 40k. What else did I get her to do? I'm trying to remember what else I got her to do, actually. But more stuff. She's getting some more art done for us, and she does an amazing job with all the artwork for the channel. At the moment, we're just painting up, doing just like a nice edge highlight with white, just to give a little bit of a cool effect to our blades. I'm not going too all out. I was going to do non-metallic metal for them, or attempt to, but in the end, I just decided, you know what? I think this is just a nice, quick way to get them done. We're looking good. So we've just done the Tesseract glow, and then we're just doing an edge highlight of white scar all around it. It looks pretty sweet. So then after we've done this, we're going to get all the base colors down on the base. We'll wash all of them with Agrax, of which I need to go get out and get some more. Running used to a lot of Agrax on this army, because like the whole thing was like putting 2 different metallic coats on it and then washing it all with Agrax. But Necron army's come out all right. It's come up nice. So we want to get these done, then it's onto some Eldar, and then we'll have a 440k. Age of Sigmar probably is my favorite game to play. Maybe that might be at the moment because I understand it the most by far. I will say I've been really, really enjoying Elder Scrolls. And Warcry definitely has its perks for me. I've been thoroughly enjoying like exploring other games lately, though. I've for a long time been like predominantly Games Workshop, and I maybe dabbled in, for the briefest of periods, I dabbled in Night Models Batman Miniatures game when that was sort of first on its first legs. It just sort of fell away just because it's hard to get stuff, and I lived local to my Games Workshop, and so it was just easy to get into. Like Warhammer was always just an easy one, but I do think we'll get there, Bob. We will get there. Morning, Nick. We'll get there, Bob. Lack of very little sleep is how we will pump all this stuff out, but we'll say I painted this Necron army up in probably about 12 hours, to be honest. Yeah, it's probably been about 12 hours total work. Not necessarily going to win any Golden Demon, but like the armies look nice. It's important, I think, to balance like the quality of projects I'm doing. So like this Necron army's been a nice sort of quick little project, where something like the Wanderers, where I did, they took like a month on their own, and it's just sort of balancing that. I'm really looking forward to painting some other game systems. So Elder Scrolls minis are fun. Oh, I will. I think a big thing is like just having the schedule for the channel, and we're at the point where, with our sort of how everything's going, with YouTube members and Patreon and all that sort of stuff, and the channel in general getting like more views and stuff and growing as the channel, hopefully will allow me to like spend more time making the content, and that's sort of where it's at the moment. I can afford to spend a little bit more time at the moment, and the more the channel keeps growing, the more I'll be able to spend time like actually putting out the stuff for people. Sorry. Yeah. But yeah, so we've managed to really get some stuff going, which has been great on the channel. Like, the more stuff just keeps to go, the more we're able to do more and more. It's all sort of trending in a very positive direction. What hobby is everyone else working on today? What are we all getting done hobby wise? But yeah, what do people want to see on the channel? Like, what do people, or what rather, you've seen some of the stuff I'm going to be putting on the channel. What are people excited to see in the future on the channel? With like 40k, more Warcry, Marvel, Conquest. Are you doing the dropper bottle thing? I do have a giant pack of dropper bottles. The big thing I find is because I generally spend so much time painting, it's just not worth it. I go through the paints actually pretty quick. Oh, Mandalorian Troop is nice. We do have Kazran. We've got Star Wars Legion on the horizon coming. It should be here sometime soon. And Middle Earth is another game. I've got an Easterling army painted up, so now it's just a matter of getting my Rohan painted up. Yeah, Elder Scrolls, like, and all the stuff I've seen for Elder Scrolls seems to be delve mode, which is cool, but I like the idea of the battle mode. Like, delve mode for me is a great like board game night one, but I really like battle mode for Elder Scrolls. Like, delve mode feels very much like you're playing Skyrim on a board game, where battle mode sort of gives you something you don't really get inside the actual Skyrim video game, like fighting that larger battle. Yeah, I might try scale 75. Like, not gonna lie, I've been looking into it mainly because local hobby store has finally got different paint suppliers. So I generally will buy paint from what my local hobby store sells. From what Dragons their Sorcery sells. If they don't have something else, I generally won't go looking for it because I like to try and support them as much as possible. Yeah, Conquest will be fun. I'm really looking forward to the game. I've now got Spires, Nords, and a decent size of 100 Kingdoms because Parallel sent me out Nords and 100 Kingdoms. They asked what I was interested in. I said them. And then, well, I couldn't wait. And I found a box from an Australian retailer for sale of the starter set, which is a little bit harder to come by at a decent price in Australia. So I picked that up. And yeah, I think all right, well, that's all the weapons highlighted. Nice. Yeah, I'm excited to try other paints and stuff. Being colorblind, paint is always a iffy one for me because I can only sort of tell what I'm getting myself into. Now we need some Max Standard. And then need Lead Belcher later. Need Shabty, that's Flayed one. Shooting Skull. Shabty. Character Standard, where are you? I know you're here somewhere. Can't find you. I'm not getting another paint. I'm just going to use Dawnstone instead. It'll be lazy. Can't find you. We're using Dawnstone. So now we're just going to go through all the models and pick out different bits on their bases. Now we need Xandri Dust as well, because that's filled all of it in. But yeah, if you're joining us, don't forget to drop a like, say hello, let us know what you're hobbying on. And yeah, we're just slowly, we're just going to get all the basing stuff done. We'll put our base coats down. There's a couple of Space Marine bits here on this one. We'll paint them up as our Emperor Spears, which is the chapter I painted all my Marines as. Or at least I am painting all my Marines as. Painted a Dark Imperium half. Now I've got an Indominus half of Marines, plus a couple of extra bits to paint up. But yeah, if you're watching, let us know what hobby you're up to. You can see a few new faces dropping in there. Yeah, simple paints are the best paints for me. That's why I do like GW. There was a big conversation on one of the Facebook groups about it. About like someone going, oh, you don't need like all the colors that GW provide because you can mix paints and all that sort of stuff. And I'm like, you can, but also GW paints and make it super simple to paint. Like, they give you all the colors. You don't need a mix because they're already pre-mixed. Everything's there for you with GW. That's why it's a good paint set. It is simple and almost foolproof. Oh, nice. Emma Molly Mallow? Well, Mr. Molly Mallow. I don't know why I read that as MR. Hordes. There's a game I have not seen in a long, long time. I remember when it first came out. I think it's the last time I really played Hordes. The word bearers are sweet. First to do a Chaos Army, they will be Alpha Legion. I just can't mix paints the same I like because I can't tell half the time like slight different shade differences. Not even half the time. I just can't tell slight different shade differences. Yeah, some of the minis I remember for Hordes were really, really sweet. But yeah, so we know Games Workshop is going to be doing their Battle Forces this year as well. I wonder what we're going to see. not gonna lie, there's very few Age of Sigmar ones that would get me into an army because like there's very few ones for Age of Sigmar that I truly need. Just the only Age of Sigmar one that would really interest me is maybe if they did a Flesh Eater Courts one, because I don't have a Flesh Eater Courts army for the channel. That'd be pretty cool. Or maybe a Soulblight Gravelords one. They'd probably be the two. Destruction. I can't see myself getting an Iron Jaws one. I've got my Cruel Boys for my Orcs. And I don't see them doing a Cruel Boys one. 40k, I'd be interested, like if there was a Battle Sisters or a Tau. See, I don't think there'd be enough, unless it's like heavy into the cows for Lumineth, I wouldn't need it because I've got most. When the second lot of Lumineth came out, I bought one of everything. So, yeah, unless it's got a lot of the mountain people, I couldn't see myself getting a Lumineth one. Just trying to see, are there any other that have like a little bit of metal? This one does. Yeah, even like Not Crisis, I really like the Tau aesthetic. I'm feeling Age of Sigmar is going to go through maybe a little bit of a slump while it figures itself out in 3rd edition, but I do think the game is fantastic now. It's the best it's ever been. At the top end of stuff, it definitely needs some balancing and some issues resolved, but I do think the game is in a really solid spot. $40k is really fun in casual play. All right, so now let's get some Shanty Bone and start painting some skulls. Yeah, Nick. Mr. Molly Malone, I'm enjoying Conquest a lot. I really like the game mechanics. We've played a few like little test things to test out the rules. We have to have a full proper game, but what I like, I see. Also, Mr. Molly Malone, if you want, you can use the channel's code, which is CFGCONQ, so CONC5, and it'll get you 10% off everything from the shop. For Conquest, and also help support the channel. But yeah, Parabellum just sent me out like a whole Nord and 100 Kingdoms army, which is awesome. I'm really looking forward to putting it all together and getting it painted. Whereas you'll be able to find the code in the community section of YouTube. We put the code up on our last post, so be able to find it there. Yeah, it'll be 10% off everything, and every time you use it, it helps supports the channel. No lies there. It helps us, which means we can get more stuff on the channel of Conquest to make more Conquest content. So if that's what you want to see, that is one of the best ways you can do to help with that. Was go over and use our code on the eStore. And it's 10% off anything, even their bundle deals and all that sort of stuff. So pretty sweet. That sucks, man. Mine have both just gone to sleep. So that's why we're able to do some hobby. They're asleep. Yeah, and like I've said before, if you'd like to help support the channel, you can be like Wolfric Nick here, and you can get some cool emojis to use on the channel if you're a YouTube member. You'll also be able to help choose on what we get started on. Yeah, these, Nick. They're pretty sweet. I like to think so anyway. I think they're pretty cool. And so now we're just going to put some grey on the bases for the stone. We do not have much dawn stone. Should have mixed standard in here somewhere. There it is. Nice, man. Looking forward to see what you do with them. Yep. But yeah, Elder Scrolls Call to Arm has been a ton of fun to play. Look forward to getting some more games into that. I was in the process of figuring out how to respond to you, Nick, so I'm working some stuff out with the wife to figure out when we can organize some games. What's up, Mr. Molly Mallow? No worries, be all up for a Jiraga game. Oops, that's not the right piece. Oh, that's horrible. I am sorry, man. Apologies for getting your hopes up there, then, man. I am sorry. Well, Wolfric Nick, don't forget if you want stuff, man, to shoot me a message because I can get you 10% off anything on the web store, on the Parabellum web store. Gregory, hello. Oh, nice. He's playing Chow. Sweet, man. We were just talking about how I would be really keen on getting a Tower army if they had uh uh Battle Force box. If GW launched a Battle Force box. Nate, yeah, we're painting up some Necrons today. Yeah, man. There's some sweet models for stuff. Nick, you know what? If the channel gets to a point where I can have a 412 Titan, sure. I am not at Midwinter Minis levels of channel being popular. More YouTube members. If there is enough YouTube members and patrons to pay for it, I will get a Titan. There's my promise. Or at least pay half of it. Half would be great. um, yeah, Wolfric Nick. It's a really solid game, man. The model's great. I like the gameplay of it. You have to play a full game of it, but the little test runs we've done of it have been really enjoyable. So I'm a big fan. I'm sold on it. Oh, nice. Yeah. I guess like the thing with being like a dust cabinet is I don't need it because the minis get used enough that we're not having to like dust them off because we're constantly using them, which is pretty cool. It is nice, but you can always get like really soft bristle brushes to help dust your models off as well. Yeah, makeup brushes really are. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be having some Necrons on the channel. At the moment, I got 1,000 points. Probably add like some vehicles or stuff would be the first things I'd add. Maybe some Lich Guy because I think the models are sweet. I have zero idea on 40k in competitive play. I think I'm on this sweet. What I want is I want that guitar shard of the Void Dragon. That's my big one for Necrons. There's one of these that I missed the skulls on. No, it's this one. It is a big one here. Nice, man. Well, it won't just be Necrons you'll have to play. I'll have Tyranids, and I'll have some Craftworlds as well. I've also got my own Marines. I got the Emperor Spears. There's a Marine chapter of my own. Oh, nice. You're on the hunt for a third unit of Blood Knights to finish off your list. Sweet, man. Righty. So now I need my Agrax Earthshade. My very nearly depleted Agrax Earthshade stores. Might I can find it. No, Golden Clash. Nope. Bhutan. Seraphim. Ian. Carabag. Why can I not find the one paint that I want? So little of this left. Oh, nice, Gregory. That sounds great, man. All the best. So now we're just gonna nice, man. So tournament rules on 3D printed like models. So terrain, like there's plenty of 3D printed terrain on the table. It all depends on what tournament, what we're doing, who we're sponsored by as well. Like, and of course, what the proxy is for it. Like Wednesday night, like play what you want with games. With like non-tournament games and all that, no one's going to care. Peter won't even care. I guess the big thing is to make sure you spend where you play. Like if you're consistently just bringing a 3D printed army, you're not doing anything at the store. Like, yeah, we've got to maintain that. Like the community is making this worth Peter's while. Like to host games to allow us to play there, to keep supporting us like he does. We need to support him as well. And by the way, hey Dan, hope you're doing well, mate. I'm painting Toon Kings, just a futuristic version of Toon Kings. Yeah, so Pete will do 10% off all Games Workshop just flat anyway, which is really cool from like an actual shop. Except paint range, because he doesn't make enough on the paint range, which is fair. Also, it's actually illegal in South Australia to do specials on spray cans. You're not allowed to cut price spray paint or discount it at any point. Same as cigarettes. It's considered an adult item. It's a limited item. Interesting little bit of law. Yeah, like that's the thing. It's like I buy from Pete because he does 10% on all GW flat in store, so it has to be in store product or like product he can order, so it's not like main range product. He can't do discount on like made to order stuff. Oh, he does Afterpay, so it's a deadly day for you. It is Afterpay and ZipPay. Yeah, man. We got sent a ton of stuff. I have a very busy hobby schedule. Death marks don't have anything on them. And at this point, that Nate's wallet cried out in pain. Oh no, my scarab. Hobby stores with Afterpay and discounts are very dangerous. Little bits of stone on all of the warrior's feet. Yeah, so we're just quickly smashing out all these. Nope, he's got nothing, and I don't think the other one does either. Once this is done, we're probably going to put a base coat down on all the bases. I mean, you could always go Dathu or Celestin Prime. Prime time is good. Yeah, no, my big focus lately has been YouTube. Been really pushing it to try and get to that next sort of level for it. Try and hit that magical big 10K, which would be amazing for the channel. Oh no, thanks very much, Nick and Nate and everyone. It'll get there. So now we've done that, we're just going to put down a flat color on the base. And we've got Thondia Brown. And look, people coming chatting on the Hobby Hangouts is helping. Everyone who supports on YouTube members helps. Allows the channel to keep on doing what we're doing. So now we're just going to start painting the bases. Just leave the 2 fingers this job. So yeah, once we've done these, I've got Necron army. Not Necron. I'm doing the Necron army now. once we've done these, I've got an Eldar army to paint up. That'll be the next, and I'm just trying to get some stuff done for 40k. So now it's just a matter of getting all these bases covered. Eldar, from what I know, they're currently not in the best position in the game, but there's a rumor of a massive re-release. I really love Eldar. Eldar were my first 40k army, actually, way back when. And most of the models are still the same as they were back then, when I was like 14 and starting Eldar. So my next painting project, I think I've got 30 Dire Avengers to get done. They're one of my favorite aspect warriors. Yeah, apparently next year they are due for a big range update. The rumors that came out for them also proved to be completely correct for the Black Templar release, proved to be completely correct about the Genes to the Cultverse. Custodes box on set on Terra was correct from that same rumor mill. So he's hoping like it's 2 for 2 out of rumors, and like to be able to say where something's set narratively and who's in the box as well, and predict every part of the Black Templar's release, including a launch box and then a release after, is pretty good for a rumor. So if that is true, I will be a very happy person because I love my Eldar. It should come as no surprise. People know I like elves, so it makes sense that I would like space elves. We do have some Harlequins to paint up as well. No worries, Nate. So we're just getting this down so I can start applying the texture paint over this. So because the Crackle Paint, you want to make sure you've got a nice color underneath. So we're going for the Thundia Brown underneath, so I'll put the Crackle Paint on top of this Thundia Brown. I'll probably go with a second coat of Thundia just because I did do a metallic spray, so it's just a little bit showing through on these. So we'll definitely do a secondary coat of Thundia Brown. Nice, yeah. Well, I've only got like a little bit of Harlequins, but it's the start of an army, so it'll probably be where I go next with 40k. I've got 3 army. I've got to finish my Marines as well. So I've done up Empress Spears. I was pretty sold on them. I read the novel by Aram Dembski-Bowden. I was pretty keen on them. And then they released the White Dwarf rules, and I was like, cool, that's what I'm painting my Marines as. And finally got around to it a couple of months ago to paint up the first half. Now I've got an Indominus box plus a couple of extras to add to a Dark Imperium half. But yeah, so Empress Spears Space Marines. So yeah, that'll be the Marine Army for the channel. And then I do want to do a Blood Angel Successor Marines. Very much like I'll play my Marines what they're painted as. I know that's not the rule and you can do whatever you want with your Marines, but for me, if I've got something painted up as like Emperor Spears or Black Templars, I'm going to play them as Black Templars or Emperor Spears. I'm not going to paint something up in a scheme and chop and change and choose which Marine chapter I want to. It just, the narrative gamer in me will not let that be a thing. I can't say I do. I do not follow a lot of 40k stuff online for particular reasons. So sorry to disappoint Nick, but I do not know what you're talking about there, buddy. Oh, nice. That sounds wicked. My mate Andrew did a Stormcast army that was entirely like Native American themed to Stormcast. Yeah, no, check something in the Discord, man, and share it. If you're not in the Discord already, there's a link in the video's description. You can come chat and talk in the Discord server with us. Slowly but surely, we are getting there with all of these Necrons, just painting up the bases. But yeah. Kitties might be all waking up sometime soon for lunch. So at the moment, I'm just painting them, and I'm going to use what's it called? A Ground on Earth, the Crackle Paint. So you just put a color underneath it to make sure when your cracks go, you don't have whatever base color. Especially since I used a metallic, it'll look rather weird. So now we're just applying some Thundia Brown. Whoop, there's a base coat. Before we apply the Crackle Paint. Oh, and that's my little man awake. He just scared the absolute bugger out of me. Well, that's that. I literally just got my 20 Necron Warriors base coated. Ryan. Alrighty, everyone. Well, that's the little man. Come out here, darling. So that's the little man waking up. There he is. You can see the little man. He's decided to climb out his cot. So, yeah, I've got to go. Dad duties await. Thank you, everyone, for coming, hobbying, and hanging out and chatting with us. Don't forget, if you want to help support the channel, you can do so either by, liking and subscribing, or you can join YouTube members, get the cool little emojis and stuff like that. And when we're in chat in here, help support the channel. But stay safe, everyone. Stay well. And most of all, keep fighting that war against the grey. Time to go be a dad. Ciao for now.